This is a Pioneer cerise. It's a bit early and there's not enough light, so I might video this again later. Good morning, everybody. As you can see, the bees have woken up and have come to start harvesting on the Neobuxbaumia polylopa, and the bats should have been here during the night, because this, as you can see, has a very stiff and hard flower which is suited to the bats to hang on to. But now that the sun's up, the bees are coming and harvesting, and you can see there's another one up here. Oh my goodness, guys, look at this. Medusa's Hill is flowering. There'll be a lot more in the future if we get a little bit of rain. And then there are a lot of other of the same Trichocereus species flowering. So I'll just do a quick walk down and show you. These are ground covers. They make a spectacular display when they're in flower. And then up in there, you can see some more up there. And then as we go past here, you'll see this Thelagonus, I think it is, Trichocereus thelagonus, with all the flowers here. Let's pull this back a bit. And you can see how many there are and how the bees are. So this is a day flowering one, as opposed to the one we were looking at being a night flowering one. So they're starting to close up and these are fully open. And then we go down around here. And wow, look at that. So the night flowering ones, you can see, are a little bit closed up now. And they'll open up again tonight. And then over here, you've got more of a day-night flowering species. The wind is blowing on this Sunday. This is one of the late flowers on Cactus Country's Terscheckii hybrids. So this is an F2, and they flower prolifically for a long time in the season. You can see another bud there, and then if you look around at the big plants in the picture, a lot of them are going to flower still late in the season. Good morning, everybody. We had 80 mil of rain yesterday, and this morning the flowers from yesterday are all still out, and all the ones that have come out fresh today. So I'm not quite sure how to go about this to show the scope of the flowers, but this is the best they've ever been. Just pan around out here. You see the rain has made some of them quite scrappy looking. But for instance, yesterday there was only 1 or 2 flowers out here with the white ones, and now there's hundreds. Around this way, a lot more reds out today. Some nice red ones over here. More reddish orange. And then up this way, we'll move over to the path. These are some day flowering ones that aren't properly out yet. On this side, a Serentia flowering, and then a Clysto cactus, Trichocereus gladiatus with their scented flowers, and then over here we've got a smattering of red in the background, yellow, and sweep around here, day flowering yellows that aren't quite open yet, and then this beautiful patch of sort of like a peachy salmony red, and that's it for this one trail. Right time, right place. Today is a serious flowering day. This is one of our big old plants that's just spread itself all over the place. And as you can see in here, it grows monstrous pieces. Good morning. This is an Cereus, and it's a ground creeper. You can see the flowers around here on the ground. This is one of our patches of Trichocereus pachanoi, or commonly known as San Pedro cactus, flowering tonight. I'm just going to walk around it so you can see how many flowers there are. Look at those great big long spines. These are some of the most beautiful flowers. They remind me of proteas from South Africa. This one's nearly finished flowering, last flower. Last flower.
Hey guys, we've just been potting up a few new plants for you. Check these guys out.
Good morning, guys. This is absolutely the best flowering day we've ever had. I feel blessed that I'm able to walk around my garden this morning. Look at this mass here. It's just a huge, like 3 meters across by 3 meters of flowers. And then there's red. And then there's even plants here on the ground that are flowering yellow. And then there's this huge mass of yellow here. Whites. And it just goes on. And look at that plant there. The flowers are enormous. I'm not going to go into individual plants because there are just so many. And they just go on and on and on. This would be the best flowering day we've ever had.
Well, guys, today's another one of those special days. For anyone who has the opportunity to come today, there are a lot of flowers. It's definitely not the peak yet, so don't worry, there's more to come. But there are so many beautiful flowers out today. It's gorgeous. Check out this red over here. I mean, look at this. This is going to be a flood of colour soon. That'll be completely white. So just a quick little run through. It's just starting to get going.
It's early morning today and there are thousands of flowers out. The colours are quite astounding and they are just absolutely beautiful. And this is only one small section of the garden. Tell me. Yep. Morning, guys. So today, all our bigger bunches of flowers have started on the plants rather than one just randomly here and there. And this is why I love cacti. This is the most exciting time of the year, the next 2 months, when you get big bursts of flowers and then you've got a lot of other little things flowering in between that are flowering all the time, like your Cleisto cactus. So these are what we call Nabivias, but they're now been classified as Echinopsis. But these are the low growing ones with masses of flowers when they flower. And you can still see down in here that there's lots of buds to come for future flowerings. And then we'll have a bit of a walk through and show you a few other different ones that are flowering, and I'll tell you what they're about. So these plants are hybrids from a friend of mine called Joylene, and they've got really nice tones in them compared to the normal Brucei, Trichocereus brucei or Sorentia brucei, which has just a small red flower. And this one's got a lovely apricot-y colour. And then this one's probably a salmon. And then we move over into our hybrids over here, which are starting to get the size into them. So this one's on very hard ground here, so it hasn't grown as much as the other ones I'll show you, but you get these beautiful heads of full flowers. And then over here now, all these ones you're looking at now are crosses with Cactuși, which are the ones over here. John comes around with the poles on it. And they take about 30 years to flower, and they crossed over Cerentias and Lobivias or whatever, but that was the mother. And so you can see here the flowers on this are quite large compared to the ones we were just looking at. Like my hand, these are over 4 inches or 100 mil wide. And the beauty of it is you get great big amounts of flowers on them, not one or two. And if I stand next to one of these, and John gets at using me as a scale, you can see this one's laid down, and it's a very big plant, and there's going to be lots of flowers, and next year it'll be a mass. You can see this one here's fallen over because they have a very soft woody centre, and it enables them to lie on the ground and then shoot up in bunches. Behind us here, we've got an interesting hybrid. It has a white flower, which is more like your Trichocereus that have the white flowers that are really tall, and it's a cross in between. So we've got the flower, but we've got the Cerentia stronger type body, and this one seems to be a bit more woody and stronger, and it's going to stand up better. And then over the back here, we've got one I call Goldilocks. Now this is Goldilocks, and you can see out of all our yellow hybrids, this one's got the biggest flower. This is nearly 150, not quite, but maybe from here to there, it's about 150. And it's got a very nice gold colour to it. And we'll go up here, if John can do some landscape and just show you as we walk up here. Now this one is a old hybrid from in the 90s, early 90s, and it's one we call Ice. And you can see how big this plant is now if I stand behind, and it just keeps growing bigger and bigger. And this one here, as I said, is the one we call Mama Pasa, which is not this one. This one has only flowered last year for the first time, and hopefully we'll get some more flowers, but it's nearly 40 years old now. And then we'll go up here, John, along the track, and we'll show them the red hybrids here behind you. So this is a Cerentia hybrid of ours, and you can see how big the clump is compared to the ones that we saw earlier of Joylene's at a very young age. Joylene's may grow to be that big, and see how we've got that here in the spikes, we've got more Pasacana looking spikes and a big fat body on it. And then down here, we've got a bigger flowered plant here, which is more like a Lobivia, but you can see how thick the stems are. So this will get up quite high and make nice big clumps with these beautiful red flowers with a much paler throat on them. And then just to finish off, one of our white hybrids that flowers right at the start of the season, and it is just prolific flower. The next flowering on this whole thing will be white. And when that happens, we'll bring you that in the same format and show you. So get here now. Good morning, everybody. This is our display today, and there's a lot of echinopsises out, and I'm walking along the top of the bank so that you can see them from overhead. The best view. There are lots of them, and there's a couple of hybrids here in the center flowering. And you can see that it just winds on and around, and everywhere there's colour. Beautiful blue sky day. Hi everybody, this is a little video just to show you what's going to be out tomorrow, and this is happening all over the garden. So there'll be lots of Lobivias, Trichocereus of all sorts of different colours out tomorrow. So anybody who's been waiting and wanting to take photographs, now is the time to be here. Tomorrow. Hi everybody, this is a little video just to show you what's going to be out tomorrow, and this is happening all over the garden. So there'll be lots of Lobivias, Trichocereus of all sorts of different colours out tomorrow. So anybody who's been waiting and wanting to take photographs, now is the time to be here.